Welcome to the Winston-Salem Eldercare channel, brought to you by Greg Brewer and the great folks of Right at Home Winston-Salem. Today's guest is Carol Rexrode, board-certified hearing instrument specialist and owner of the Hearing Care Center.
Well, welcome to the Winston-Salem Eldercare channel. And today we have with us Carol Rexrode from the Hearing Care Center here in Winston-Salem and Forsyth County. Carol, welcome.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you here, and I'm sure our audience wants to hear more about everything that you guys do with in the hearing industry. So with that in mind, how long has your company been in business?
Hearing Care Center was founded around 1950. I'm the fourth owner, and I have owned the practice now for coming up on 19 years next month. Yeah.
Wow, so 1950 and 19 years for you.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Tell us, which the geographic area that you service?
We service all the surrounding counties of Forsyth County. Davie, Stokes, Forsyth. I have people coming in from Virginia regularly. Surrey. Davidson. So we get a pretty good draw from all over.
Okay. And are you located? Do people come to? You have different locations where they can come?
Yeah. We have our main offices in Winston-Salem, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. We're closed. We're open on Fridays, but we close at noon on Fridays. And then I have an office in Clemens. It's over on James Street, and we're there on Tuesday mornings. And other times by appointment.
By appointment, okay.
Yeah, taking care of some of the Davie County folks.
So it's the two locations that people can access.
Yeah.
Okay, well, great. So describe for us, who is your typical client?
You know, most of our clients today are seniors, but we're seeing a bigger diversity of age groups now because hearing loss is not just a senior-specific problem. It can come from a lot of reasons. So we work with people from toddlers to centenarians. But most of our patients, we're getting a lot of baby boomers these days. Most of our patients are over 65.
Okay. Well, can you think of any particular patient or client that comes to mind for you? And so what we're trying to do is to help our audience understand better, why would they seek your type service out? Can you think of a patient where you may have help somebody or something like that? Yeah,
there's a young woman. She's been with me now since she was 7 or 8. She's now a mother of 3 children. And we worked with her when she was starting a little girl, and then she started losing more of her hearing. And we just have really spent some special time with her. And she had one ear that was nearly deaf, and the other ear she had very severe hearing loss. And a new product came on the market, and we had fit her with one hearing aid that was special designed for her type of loss. And when this new product came out, it was designed for people who had nearly deaf hearing or deaf ear on the other side. And her dad was there, and just as a coincidence, our sales rep from this particular company happened to be in our office. And we decided to put this new product on her deaf ear, what it did was send the signal over to her good ear, so all of a sudden she could hear voices from her deaf side.
Wow.
And it was a pretty emotional moment for everybody in the room, particularly for me and her. And then she put her cell phone up to the deaf ear, to the device, and she could hear the phone in her other ear.
Wow. And
her father was there, and it was a wonderful experience.
Sounds a special time.
Yeah, and she's a special patient anyway.
Wow.
We've got lots of stories.
Wow. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
This is what we want to hear. So your products really help people with their lives, basically.
Right. It changes lives.
Wow.
It takes them from a deaf world and not being able to communicate to being able to talk to their family, their friends, their caregivers, their doctors, whoever the person is, that before they just were kind of in their own shell.
Well, is there anything, Carol, that's unique to your business or different than any other type of hearing business out there?
I think so, and I think it's the biggest thing that I think we're especially good at is the individual's patient care. Anybody with a hearing aid license or an audiology license can fit a hearing aid.
Hmm.
But it's the only when you take that special, extra special time with that person to learn who they are, what are their individual needs, what is the thing that they're most missing, what's their concern? Is it hearing in church or watching TV? Is it communicating with their son or their daughter? And we take the time to get to know the patient very individually and their family and try to understand from that how to go through the vast array of products that we have and pick out the product that's going to give them the best benefit, also for the best value, because hearing aids can be expensive and not everybody needs the most expensive hearing aid. We try to look at and match it towards that person's communications need. And our staff just really takes a lot of time with people.
Well, that's good. It's a critical need, and you don't want people to rush through
Right.
the process or something that
Right.
they use on a daily basis.
And we've got patients that have been with us, well, with me, my whole career of 27 years,
Good.
that continue to come
Continue
back.
to come back.
And we offer a wide variety of products too. We don't just sell one particular brand. We don't just fit that one brand. We can look at all the different companies and all the different products and pick out from a huge variety.
So this is not something, I was under the impression that people would get a product and they'd be just set. And
No.
you wouldn't have. So this is, do people update, I guess, as technology changes? Does
Yeah,
people come back in with?
yeah, they do.
Okay.
And we see these people for a series of visits after they get their hearing aids to make sure that they're adjusted properly, that they're fitting properly, that the patient is handling them, able to manipulate them.
Mhm.
And sometimes we end up changing our product, say, hey, we fit you with this, a couple of weeks ago. Now then we see, maybe something else would do a better job for you.
Okay.
And we can go back and regroup. And then when we see them during the follow-up visits, over a period of years with cleanings and retesting the hearing aids, adjusting the hearing aids. And the average life of a hearing aid is about 4.5 years. So people can update them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So
they have to buy
there's a
the
lot.
hearing aids.
There's a shelf life. So
Yeah, there's a shelf life.
Okay.
And that just depends on the individual patient.
I see. Okay. Well, that's very informative. So, Carol, finally, then, is there anything else you'd like to tell our audience about your service, your business?
Well, we go to a number of retirement communities and take care of the folks there at no charge. Doesn't matter where they got their hearing aids. We go to Clemens' office, like I said, the 1 day a week. And then if people have special needs or special concerns that maybe would be difficult to accommodate in an office visit setting, we will make exceptions and do house calls occasionally, or someone's in a nursing home and they've fallen and broken a hip, something like that, and they need some personal assistance. But we also just invite anyone to come in, anyone over the age of 55. Please come in, get a free hearing screening. Early diagnosis is the best way to treat and get the best benefit from hearing aids. Also, there is a very strong correlation that has now been found between dementia and Alzheimer's and untreated hearing loss.
Really?
It also is a contributing factor to depression
Oh, okay.
because it makes people feel isolated.
I see.
So that's another reason we strongly encourage people to come in and get checked at an earlier age.
Early. Didn't realize that.
Yep.
So, but it does make sense.
Yeah, it does.
Well, Carol, I thank you so much for coming and to share with our audience today about all of the services you all provide. It's been very informative for me as well.
Well, thank you. And I invite you to visit our Facebook page, Hearing Care Center. Go to our website, it's www.hearingcarecenter.net, or call our office at 336-659-9569.
You might want to just look back and repeat that again for us.
Okay,
Yeah,
336-659-9569, our Facebook page at Hearing Care Center, or visit us on our website at www.hearingcarecenter.net.
well, great. Thank you so much, Carol. We appreciate you coming.
Thank you.